Yeah.
AEW Fighter Fest was 4 hours. And I decided that I wasn't going to subjugate myself to 4 hours of pro wrestling. So I decided to watch Dynamite and Dynamite only. So I didn't watch anything Collision. Not going to. Nothing really happened on this show at all. It was just a waste. They didn't do anything with Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm, even though they were both on the show. They did do something for Jon Moxley and Hangman Page, but that occurred on Collision. So it's like they didn't really even do anything, if we're being honest, because who the hell watches Collision? So we're going to get into AEW Fighter Fest from June the 4th, 2025. So we kicked this off with Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay wants Swerve and Hangman to put their differences aside and fight the real enemy, Jon Moxley. Will Ospreay says he'll play a part in ensuring that the belt comes back to AEW. Will Ospreay knows that Swerve would do anything he can to prevent Hangman from taking the title, but Will Ospreay said that he's willing to step in if he has to. Will Ospreay said he would take a bullet for Swerve and AEW. That's weird. Why would you do that? But before that, he would take a bullet for AEW. And then next week, Will Ospreay wants a fight with Swerve. Okay, this is fine, I guess, but why? This doesn't really make much sense if we're being honest. I mean, what's the reason behind it? Are we going to turn Swerve heel? I would imagine so. Moving on. Well, no, my bad. So then the Crew, they come out. That being Leo Rush and Action Andretti. So Leo Rush says that Will Ospreay is a true Brit. And they like to talk a lot. Will Ospreay is out here doing a lot of yapping, and Leo Rush wants to shut him up. Will Ospreay says he's got his crime-fighting pants on and his fake tan. So, bruv, let's do it. So that was a match that was made for Collision. That was like the first match of the show for Collision. So whatever. Who gives a damn? Moving on, this leads us into Jon Moxley versus Mark Briscoe, which was the first match of the night. Mark Briscoe, he didn't cut the promo before the match, saying that his son asked him if he quit last week when Moxley locked him in that Bulldog choke. Never quit, son, is what he said. Okay, that's fine. So Jon Moxley then put Mark Briscoe to sleep once again with the rear naked choke. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Mark was bleeding in this match for whatever reason, so I don't give a shit about this match. I would have if this happened maybe like 3-4 years ago, but with Moxley in his current comatose state and how he's holding the company hostage, nah, fuck that. And I like Mark Briscoe, but come on, he's a jobber to the stars. Like, let's get real. Moving on. So this leads us into Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm. They defeat Sky Blue and Julia Hart. Mercedes Moné was on commentary, so she ended up getting a table for one, and it had a ribeye steak and a glass of wine. So that's fine. The steak looked like it was like bought from Walmart or whatever, I guess. I don't fucking know. Do I care about it? No, not really. They didn't do anything at all in this match. A waste. It makes no sense. Like, come on. You got 6 weeks. Make us care, Tony Khan. Stop being lazy and make us fucking care, please. Moving on. So, Will Ospreay, he's in the back with one of the announcers. So next week, it's going to be him and Swerve. So MJF shows up. MJF reminds Will Ospreay that he can't beat Hangman. Hangman and Swerve are animals, and you got to let them eat each other. Will Ospreay is thinking about AEW, not himself. MJF inspires... my bad. He inquires about Ospreay's son, Harry. So then this pisses off Will Ospreay, who jacks up MJF, and then the Hurt Syndicate, they come in to make the save. So, that's fine, I guess. Moving on, so this leads us into more Hurt Syndicate stuff. So Bobby Lashley got a big pop because they were in Denver, Colorado. So MVP says that Bobby Lashley used to live in Denver, but he's a Texas guy now. MVP says that the Hurt Syndicate are the greatest tag team of all time. If AEW is where the best wrestle, then where are the contenders for these titles? No one's capable of beating Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, period. So then MJF gets on the mic. He basically says that he wants gold. That means he's going to have to start wrestling a bit more, like the marks in the back. MJF says that Mexico's top star is Mitsuko, a.k.a. the original Sin Cara. Mexico believes that Mystico is the GOAT, but that can't be true because MJF is the best wrestler in the world. Hails from the USA, not Mexico. MJF sold out Arena Mexico, and he's the youngest star to ever do that. Why? Because he's a megastar. And then he plugged Happy Gilmore too, and MJF wants to watch Mystico's match next week, and he'll let him know what he thinks. Okay, this should be some pretty cool stuff. I do like that. So then the team of Kevin Knight, Commander, and Speedball, Mike Bailey, they come out to challenge the Hurt Syndicate for whatever reason. I have no idea why. So then this leads us into the team of Mike Bailey, Commander, and Kevin Knight. They defeated Los Gobres in Anabra, which is Roosh, Dralistico, and who else is in this thing? The Beast Mortos. Good match. I'm a fan of all these guys. The heels, basically. They need to be in NXT. We need to have La Facción Imbornable. They need to be in WWE, like, right fucking now, please. Because Tony Khan doesn't give a shit about the luchadors. He just doesn't. Moving on. This is more Collision nonsense. So, the Paragon, they're on this show and all that nonsense. Who cares? Same thing with Nick Wayne. He's still doing his Christian Cage breakup, I guess. It's not that important. I mean, I thought they were going to do something with Edge and Christian and FTR. Is that still going to take place? I don't know. We've got 6 weeks to do it. But I don't know. Because it's not a whole bunch of time. We've got 6 weeks is all we got for that match. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen at a later date. So, who knows? Moving on. So, Max Caster had an open challenge and everything. The crowd chants his name. And he wants there to be a 5-minute time limit on the clock. So, Will Hobbs answers it, and he beats Max Caster in 50 seconds. So, that's cool there. Good stuff there. Max Caster is over. As a heel, he's over. So, good shit. Main event of the evening. Kenny Omega defeats Claudio Castagnoli, Brody King, and Maraska Dorado. So that could be Grand Metalik from WWE. That could be his new name, maybe. I don't know. I have to look into it. It probably is, though. So, that's cool. I'm glad that he's there. So, Kenny Omega, he wins, obviously. He retains the championship. Post-match, Okada shows up. And him and Omega, they basically brawl. And then they trade finishers. Well, they dodge each other's finishers. And that was it. That's all I basically watched. And like I said before, apparently Jon Moxley was on Collision. him and Hangman had some words or whatever. It's not that important. Who gives a shit, really, if we're being honest? Fyter Fest was very, very weak. This was a filler show, a waste of everyone's time. This is not good. I would imagine next week is going to be more of the same, and I don't understand why. Like, it's not good that AEW has, that they have themselves in this position so close to their biggest show of the year. It's not good. You have 6 weeks to build your biggest show of the year. In those 6 weeks, every single show from Dynamite and Collision should matter and should be important. But mainly, Dynamite should be very, very important. You can put some important stuff on Collision if you want, but all of your main important shit should be on Dynamite. All of them. And I just don't know why Tony Khan fumbled the fucking ball, but it is what it is. It's not really that important. But, Fyter Fest, the Dynamite version was very weak, and the same goes for Collision, so whatever. But what did you guys think of Dynamite? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.